All right, let's get this. Get it at least set up. Log into the game. And sorry, guys, I just gotta. I'm just finishing up doing my dishes. Getting everything set up. You gotta have to give me like a minute or two more, a little bit longer. Sorry. I was talking with my buddy and we're setting up plans for tomorrow. We are on a long weekend. So like I'm chilling and we're gonna be playing World of Warcraft. I don't know, maybe about 2, 3, 4 hours. We can do some instances and some other stuff. Enjoy ourselves. Hopefully we'll, get a decent bit of leveling going in. We'll actually start to figure it out. Tomorrow I won't be streaming. I'm actually gonna head to a buddy's place. Like I said, is just trying to work things out. Today I was actually going to just kind of go for a walk, but I looked outside and I saw yucky and I checked the weather and it was possibly raining and I was just like, you know what? I really don't want to. So I decided that I'd stay inside. Instead, we would play some video games. You guys would get to hang out with me and we'd actually have some fun. That is the end of Twitch. Today marks the very first official planned stream. Sorry guys, it was meant for 10 a.m. Like I said, I'm running a little bit late. I was kind of running around. My buddy wants me to take a look at the computer he's got tomorrow as well. I think I'm gonna take a look, even though he said it doesn't really like. Yeah, I think he was trying to get like some lower games working for it. I don't at all. Highly unlikely. It takes a little bit of work to be able to get a computer that is meant for like a business to operate video games. You would really have to try and access it out. So at bare minimum, what I'll do is I'll get over there and I'll poke around and I'll take a look and I'll see if he could actually even just run basic. He wants it for Warcraft, StarCraft. So I mean, I can't blame him there. But like I said, I mean, unless it's like an old PC, you ain't getting much. But yeah, so it's Saturday, it's morning. We're gonna be playing some World of Warcraft. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for checking out the video at any point in time. I appreciate it. Most views are greatly appreciated. Most comments and feedback you can leave also appreciated. Like also appreciated. Subscription not required. Not required. You don't need to subscribe here. Just come on, check out the content, enjoy yourself. That's what I'm here for you guys. I'm here to entertain y'all. I'm here to enjoy my video at the same time. So, after World of Warcraft, we should flip over to the game display. Leave the music up and everything else running. Everything seems to be working fine. I've got my whole monitor setup thing going over here. So we'll see. I don't know. Seems to be working. Give me one sec, guys. Step over here. Be right back. All right. So to give you guys a little bit of a health background for me, and I'm only saying this because I believe you guys should understand um, my my state over the past few months. So I suffered from anxiety and unfortunately for a long stint. This we found out only recently was contributed to a thyroid issue that I had growing up. It caused a lot of problems growing up. That's one of the big things. Fluctuations in weight, stuff like that. It also made things like just generally living somewhat like uncomfortable at times. And I know you're sitting there going like, well, what do you mean? Like literally parts of my life were uncomfortable on just in a general living instance. It was so because of that, a lot of what I went through, I've had to be like, oh crap, you know, like was that contributed to my thyroid issue? Almost free. Where are we headed? Where are you going, bro? But yeah, so because of all that is a lot of my previous interactions and what I had been doing, I'm not proud of, but at the same time, is like, as I say, you know, I was pretty sick, like physically and mentally ill, I guess, probably the best way to put it. But I came around and, you know, I admit most of my faults. I am a guy, so I'm not gonna admit all of them. It's just dumb. But yeah, okay. So we'll come back to the instance. I want to actually finish these two quests over here. Yeah. So I was, you know, like it was just stressing to find out that, you know, I had a medical condition that contributed to a lot of what was going on. And it was a medical condition that contributed to something that people couldn't see. So in that, my anxiety and my depression was fueled by like a chemical imbalance that people didn't know I had and that people couldn't see. So it was, you know, probably widely thought that, you know, like, oh, he's just got attitude issues. And then as the doctors explained to me what was like literally going on with my body, I'm like, okay, so like this, what I was just like, so this entire time people would give me, you know, like crap about, you know, like, why do you feel this way? Why do you act that way? And I'd be like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I tried desperately not to. It's literally your body basically saying, no, you can't. Like, I'm not gonna let you. Like, there's a chemical imbalance that's in your brain because of all the shit that your thyroid actually controls. Even if you want to become better, you're held back by all these chemicals that cause these things. So to find that out now, it's distressing, because it's like, who was supposed to be able to figure this shit out for me then? Like, I was like, the doctors never diagnosed me, and that's when I started to point the finger, and you know, I'm not me. I'm blaming other people for crap that just, again, they didn't know. And I just, after thinking about all that, I just went, you know what? In the end, I'm just happy that I'm not fucked up anymore. Like, and that's a serious thing. Like, when it comes down to it, you can complain, you can point your finger. At the end, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I honestly don't care. Yeah, sure, my head was a little messed up. Yeah, sir. I'm very sorry for some of the people that I hurt. But finding out now that part of it, I couldn't have done anything even if I wanted to. it gives me peace and it allows me to move on. It allows me to do stuff like this. Like, no more Twitch. No more caring who's watching and who's not watching. No more, what am I gonna do? You know, where am I gonna go? What is this? I'm playing fucking video games. I can work a 9-to-5 job. You know what? If it doesn't meet somebody's expectations, great. Your expectations don't mean something to me anymore. They don't. I expect to just be able to live. Anything beyond that, I don't care. If you're gonna bother me for my view, it's my view. Leave me alone. If you're gonna come after me for how I act, look, I'm not trying to be a bad person. Don't. Okay? Like, ow, what the hell? I felt like I got stuck in. My opinions aren't gonna be for everybody. Hell, sometimes my opinions change for me. I'm like, what the fuck? That was stupid. Why did I think that? Why did I say that? All that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter to anybody, to be honest. As long as you're, when you're sincere, that's when it matters.
The storm begins.
Sincerity matters.
What can we do?
Saying random dumb shit,
the no-code as long as possible,
like this
to buy
randomly.
time
I mean,
for the Kanamatra's plan.
I say random dumb shit all the time,
All will be well.
and like my friends know this, and they even go, "Man, you say some pretty stupid
My
shit."
Khan, I have failed as a mystic.
Yeah, I do.
I cannot commune with
And
Onara.
it's kind of funny
And the
'cause I do.
Kanamatra needs her help.
We cannot
And it's
hear the
like,
wind
doesn't it
on
bother you?
the
Be
sun
like,
either.
I've been saying
The
dumb shit
storm
for
has
years.
cast a cloud over her.
Just because I'm 42, people accept me as smarten up.
Bruh.
Dude. No, if anything, I think the older guys get, they start to become less mature than they once were. What am I doing over here? Who are we fighting? This guy or this guy? Alton freed, Bridgewater orders, and bundle of totem. So how do I free this dude? Oh. If nobody else have that, I have sent my Oma Altan to find this outsider. She has not flown back. I am concerned. Okay, well I'm concerned too because she's just kind of floating here. What exactly are we doing? Ah, hello. There you are. I'm like, what's going on here exactly?
It's too far away.
Okay, bundles of totems. Bam, good tune. Yes. Very quiet. What does that mean? Did I turn that down? Oh, it was me the whole time. I'm like, why is that so quiet? It's okay, I'm still learning. Who dat?
I'm out of range.
Whoops.
I need to get
Yeah, I always do that. I forget that the jump button is like a target. You have to learn that one. Kick his ass, Seabass! Ooh, is there anybody over there? Eagle Master near back. Nope. So I have a little thing if you actually look above there. If you ever see a monster pop up there, it's a rare monster normally that pops up there, and that will be like one of these guys right here. Let's see. So you can see people are like hanging around where it is because they want to get the Eagle Master. They're waiting for him to spawn. Oh, look at that. So where do I get these bundles of totems?
It's too
'Cause I'm
far
just
away.
kind of dicking around it. I'm not sure what I'm like the most unserious WoW player when it comes to this. Okay, bundles of totems. Gather from the Ridgewater Retreat. It's funny because people don't like World of Warcraft because it's like it's a go kill these things, gather so many, yada yada yada. But it's a collection thing, and I don't understand why people don't get that. Like, it's all about collection, you know. Like, you ever sit there and be like, "Hey, I got a massive collection" or something like that. I don't know. It's why I think it doesn't bother me as much is because I was raised on World of Warcraft. Like like my first. See, there we go. Did you really do that? Wow, dick move. Wow. Losers. So yeah, you see stuff like that. You get your rare scanner and they literally, and this guy's standing on top of it. Like that's what I don't like. You'll go over it and people will literally be like standing on top of it. And it's Horde. I don't like Horde players. Never liked them. Horde people suck. People who dick around. Okay, go ahead, go fight them. I'm not gonna. See. Notice how Horde people can't fight their own battles on their own. They always gotta hitch a ride on somebody else.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
It was the one thing that I wish that World of Warcraft didn't do, and that was make it so that Horde and Alliance didn't matter. Because I don't want to share a fucking place with Horde. I don't like Horde. Never liked Horde. Never will like Horde. They're a bunch, like, World of Warcraft Horde people are like the group of people that you don't like. Literally. That's exactly the best way it is. They're the ones who are like, they're the best, Alliance sucks, why do you guys gotta be goody two shoes, etc, etc, etc. And it's just like, what? And before people sit there and go, well, aren't you? And I was like, no, actually, that, like, my attitude towards the Horde is because of how the Horde treated everyone else back in the beginning. And everyone's like, well, that was back in the beginning. I was like, yeah, it's called a first impression. They barely ever get changed. So, sorry, Hordes. You had the whole thing ruined by a bunch of people who couldn't just, you know, play their Alliance or whatever. It's funny though, because people are like, so how can we play Alliance? Because I don't suck. That's the truth. I never found Horde appealing. And in fact, you know, most of the time when it comes down to it, I don't find a lot of like the evil side to stuff. I know a lot of people sit there and they go, but the evil people have more fun.
Bruh.
Isn't that cool? When people are like, what are you, a goody two shoes? I'd be like, no, but like, I didn't watch the horror movie to wonder if the bad guy was gonna win. You know, I watched it because it was like, oh man, this guy's so evil and disgusting. I can't believe somebody would be that evil. I can't wait to see what happens and how they get their comeuppance and stuff like that. And then other people are like, that's weird. Like, I thought it was weird to not like peace, like, or like being a good person. Am I like, hello?
I need to get closer.
You see this is where I'm like, all right, cool, good luck, buddy. Here, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna drag all these things over to you. Here, let's do that. Let's drag them all over. Right? 'Cause that's what I like. Not one by one. Just I'll take everything from everybody. Okay. The greedy nature of an MMO player. Now, there's something that I would love to be able to just absolutely tear through. And everyone's just like, what do you mean, like the greedy nature? Is when I first started playing World of Warcraft, there used to be a system set up. It was an honor system. It was well before they basically made it that everybody gets a chance, which is far better because you can't trust people to properly divvy things up or even be respectable towards the rules. So we're going back way back. It was around the time of pretty sure it's the Burning Legion or something like that, and I can remember being a tank, and I was I was the main tank. It was about our third or fourth run through the dungeon, and finally the shield that I had been going for dropped for me, so I could use it on my tank. It would make me better. So there was what is known as the need greed system. So it was always need before greed, and never roll a need for your off roll. So if I was a tank, I would roll a dice for a piece of tank gear, and I wouldn't roll for a piece of DPS gear because that wasn't my role. So you would opt in to, well, mine's a need before greed, so you put the need there, and then you would roll the need. Well, there was no option to blank out the need, so people could just blindly roll for a need, and you'd all, hey, I need that. Well, when I rolled for it, the DPS tried to justify that he needed it as well for his build. And I said, yeah, but that's not your build. And he says, yeah, but I still need it. So I asked the rest of the group, I was just like, does this, and none of them supported this guy. And he even said, too bad, buddy, I win anyways, and then dropped out of the group and fucked right off. Okay. The greed that was displayed there had me never again fully trust another MMO person, because there was a base system put in place for the community. Nobody stood up to the injustice of it. Nobody even really batted their eyelash at it. And when I tried to argue it among other people, they just said, well, that's the way things go. These days, I'm more accepting to that because I have zero faith in most people. None. There's zero trust because everywhere I go, I've been like, my trust has just been destroyed. I have like one person in my life outside my family that blindly gets my trust because they've never once made me question if my trust should be in question. But online, if the whole idea is I'm supposed to trust you, you shouldn't have to tell me that. It should just be a given. The moment you say, hey man, just trust me, I'm like, all right, cool. Why are you lying to me? Just that way. That's bitter. That's wrong. You shouldn't. No. That's the way it goes. Because it's called speculation. And if I don't question it, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Not you. I'm stupid. Because it is inherently in every human being's best interest to either not have somebody dislike you, but not exactly, like, hate you. So if somebody's sitting there and they're just like, well, if I tell this person the truth, they're probably not gonna like me. So they're gonna try and avoid the truth as much as possible because everybody wants to be liked. I'm not like, okay? You don't have to like me, but you are gonna get the truth. Always. Always, always, always. It's like, I don't want to lie to you because I've been lied to so many times. I've lied too, like, yeah, and it doesn't feel better. It makes the entirety of a situation, entirety of your life, become one just giant glass house. The moment you put one pane of glass in place of what should be a stable foundation of trust, and that's how you start building your walls, you have built a house of glass that can be shattered with one simple thing. And I mean fully on shattered. So why not start honest? You may start with nothing, but honesty will just build upon itself and create such a stable foundation that people will no longer ever question. So that's why when I sit here and I say, this is an 18+ channel. This is a no nonsense BS. There's no political affiliations. There's no affiliations to a company. There's no affiliations to sales or anything like that. It's raw and it's uncut. Because I don't think enough people are like that anymore. I don't think you're going to get the truth that so many people seek. I don't even want to sit here and tell you guys the truth because I don't want to deal with the idiots that will tell you I'm lying.
By your
I
leave, my
don't
Khan,
need to lie.
I will find Onara.
There's nothing that's gonna help me.
I
I'm
have
not gonna
faith
make
in you,
money. I'm
brother.
not gonna
We
make
all
friends.
do.
I'm not gonna gain popularity. So why do I come on and stream? Because I want more people to understand that it doesn't have to be about that. That you can go and you can work a 9-to-5 job, still have this, and still enjoy everything that you think an influencer has, but you don't have to leave that lifestyle. Leave the 9-to-5 job. Play your video games when you get the chance. It doesn't have to be right now, and it doesn't have to be all the time. Don't think enough people know this yet. Mastery increased by 1%, and if enraged, bloodthirst extends your range. Oh, okay, well, that's pretty much a guarantee. You want the blood rage as long as possible. So, rampage is one of the things that you want to keep up because it makes you enraged as much as possible. And then you want this, raging blow, this, and this. So it's like literally these 4 things with whirlwind spammed in. That's what I was told as far as the proper rotation for this thing. I don't know how accurate that is. We're gonna have to find out. Yeah, so was my rambling long enough? I hope it was long. So I had to get that out. I had to make sure that all my intentions on my very first video, that's the
This
official
cannot
video,
be.
was made
Balakar
clear.
would not dare.
What's the bonus? Bonus objective. Where is it? Where is this?
See what others cannot. Follow your heart.
Well, I'm actually kind of happy that I still have
Bless you.
some quests to do before I go and do the instance.
Something is at the top of the rise. I will take a side
And I
route.
was like, where
Lead me up
is
there.
it? Is the bonus objective up here? Do I have to fight this thing? Or did they already kill the bonus objective? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Whoa. That wasn't a... Oh, it was a wagon. I thought it was a ballista. Okay. Hiya! So we go that, this. So whenever I can get enrage, you want enrage. So then I rotate. As far as my finger placement goes, and this bar right here, it's gonna change over time, as I'm still not 100% used to how things are going to be set up. Storm color. Okay. I will rotate, but I mean, we're doing all right. It's a 10K drop.
It's not ready yet.
Buddy, go away.
I'm out of range.
One thing I don't like is when guys will go fight your own thing. Don't piggyback on me. Not fun. Like, yeah, so we pretty much tear through a lot of stuff. We're pretty good there. I'm not sure if we're doing it in the mysterious sacks anymore. It doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, mysterious fortune. Oh, so it's all the way up to level 80. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool, actually, now that I know that. So that I'll constantly have that boost until level 80. Good luck, buddy. You're gonna get the snot kicked out of you, just so you know. Nobody over there. Now, one thing I am noticing with this is that there's a lot of people. Sucks for them though.
It's too far away.
They probably think I'll jump in. Sorry guys, I don't play well with others, especially when I'm learning. I was playing when I was on Twitch. I was playing a lot of Guild Wars too. I got into it, and there's a person, Lemony, and they were showing me through the majority of what was going on with Guild Wars 2. My problem is, and I hate to unfortunately admit it, is that game's got a little bit of a learning curve to it. I guess it's just so much more action based that it's just it's almost too chaotic in a sense at times, because you're trying to figure out what's going on. Ugh. Go away, buddy. How about that? And yes, I will immediately walk away from anything I'm trying to kill when some idiot walks up to me and just starts beating on it so that they can get part of the experience too. Alright, you want to jump in well after I've gone in and start fighting stuff? By all means, but I'm not going to continue to beat on it because, sorry, I like, when I'm by myself, I don't want you helping. I didn't ask for help. Don't look like I need help. Don't want help. So leave it alone. That's nothing. I think in that respect, I always kind of liked Guild Wars 2 a little bit better because there was always so much room compared to here.
I'm out of range.
The only way you can get in on it is because everybody else is being a bunch of jackasses. Unfortunately, you gotta swarm. We'll accept that as just a way of things, a way of newer things, I guess, in this game. You have to swarm. Places caster in a state of heightened awareness, granting the ability to see residual spirit elements on the Odar plane. 1 minute or down. Return to I'm like, what? Return to what camp? Singed cloth armbands. Oh, ooh, that's a good one. Not suitable for two-legged creatures. That's kind of funny. Finger and finger. So put it on mysterious ring. Lover's bouquet. As this usual. Throw lover's bouquet at a friend for them to catch.
Bruh.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, no. I don't want a bouquet, man. I ain't getting married anytime soon. How about we file that one under not fucking happening. Ooh. I'm stormbound. Oh, I gotta scream. Okay, so that boosts my attack power. I gotta remember. Stop doing that. Stop not screaming. Or scream as much as possible. What's always funny is there's actually in Guild Wars 2 there was a character or a build that was you can heal people by screaming at them. This is one of my my friend Lemony on Guild Wars 2 told me about that, and when they told me I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, nope, no, it's not. I looked it up. You can scream at somebody and you actually it's actually a thing. Weather can storm by an essence. Okay, so oh no, I want to get the guys who are dealing with those. See, this is what happens when you get a little lost. Oh no, these are the guys that I want to kill. Finalists. There we go. Alright. They're 10% on top of what I'm making for XP. Oh, I need to get that. Alright, so we got the monk vape here. Uh-oh. That's what we're doing. We're freeing birdies. Be free, birdie, be free.
I'm out of range.
So now that I actually have YouTube and I'm going to be using it more often, there's a bunch of people that I know that are in the area of me I know my buddy, he's got a friend who does YouTube videos, and he's actually pretty cool. Is it Buddy Jake or something like that? Anyways, I'm gonna be looking into other people within the area and sharing them on the simple fact that they're local. And I believe that guys like myself and other people who are local, especially in London, considering they call so here in London, Ontario, that's as close as you'll ever get to knowing where I am. They consider it kind of like the testing bed for a lot of American products, and I also like to think there's a decent amount of exposure of like very good, talented people in here, especially some of our hockey players are pretty fucking good too. But yeah, I want to start exposing places like this more, and one of the big reasons behind this is because I feel a lot of content that comes out, especially YouTube and all that stuff, it's like from like 4 or 5 different little areas, and it's only really ever from there. And to be honest, it's kind of sucks. And I'm dead serious when I say this. I don't like it. It's not fun, nor is it interesting to see just straight content from the States all the time. In fact, I find it kind of disgusting that when I look at stuff, most of the time, the opinions and the crap that come from these things is like from one little area, really. And I'm serious. It's like California and Texas. And I find it extremist and whatnot. And again, California and Texas, California and Texas. And it's always places like this. And we wonder why we see all the same type of stuff. Now, since I decided to start actively going against that, I've seen less and less. Because let's be perfectly honest, the internet will cater towards what it thinks you want to see. But I am telling you right now, cut out TikTok, I cut out Instagram, I cut out Facebook, and whereas once I would see really ads catered to stuff and it trying to actively get me to spend money on the things that I wanted to do, and I'm dead serious when I say it felt like that's what the app was doing. Like it was literally trying to get me to constantly spend money, and I was like, this feels weird. So I got away from it. I take myself away, and now my phone, like when I'm on YouTube and stuff like that, it just gives me random ads, and I have zero interest in them, and I don't have to worry about it. However, I am now starting to get localized ads because I believe that's the next step once I can't get generalized or specific ads to your face. I'm starting to get this stuff. And I want to know something. Am I the only person getting these fucking ads for Betty? I don't care about Betty. It's old. It's garbage. You're not new for knowing it. You aren't ever been new. Your videos look like shit. The quality looks like you're recorded on your fucking phone. And I don't ever want to see somebody talking to a microphone that's attached to your phone at the same time like you are some sort of low-rent documentarian. Like, it's just not happening. These ads are cringeworthy. They're always with just one actor. You can tell it's done from somebody who probably thinks they work from home. Even all they're really doing is constantly trying to sell you garbage. Okay? What the hell? Because this is the ads went from professional ads that looked like they spent money because they wanted the consumer to get something to now we are going to try and literally get your neighbor to sell you a online casino app. and then act like they're giving you some sort of special thing. It's like, you can't be this fucking stupid. It's just not fucking possible. There is no fucking way you think that this ad is going to work on me. I am literally looking at this and I am seeing some jackass walk down the street and they look like they're the asshole recording it. I don't want to fucking participate in that. Have you seen the way these people look? What the fuck? They don't look like somebody you could trust. Oh, what's the newest hottest online casino? Oh, it's Betty, hands down. No, fuck it isn't. I've never even heard of it until recently on YouTube. And that was just a whole bunch of people fucking trying to sell me on Betty. And I'm like, I don't like online casinos. I never liked them. Why is this suddenly a thing? However, at the same time, all I ever hear when I'm outside and doing things is all these people talking about like casinos and betting on sports stuff and this and that. And I gotta ask y'all a question, and it's a legit one. Why are y'all gambling all the time from your phones? Casinos make sense. You want to know why? Because it separates you from the ability to gamble. To gamble, you have to make an attempt to go and gamble. If you can pull out your fucking phone and gamble, you're already addicted to your phone. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen? I am sorry, but the moment I started hearing about people gambling and shit on their phone, I was like, y'all are just fucking lining up to be just fed this shit now. You're gonna end up broke, in a crazy amount of fucking debt, living in a fucking room, not an apartment, trying to gamble your shit away. But don't worry, somebody told you that Betty was the new hottest thing online in gaming. Like, fuck. Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Anyways, I had to get that off my chest. I had totally forgot I was gonna be on topic with the whole Betty thing, but holy crap, man! Like, you just type it in. Let's just look. I guarantee you, people are bitching about it because of how crappy these fucking commercials look. And I mean, you can't. They don't even qualify as commercials. This one is bitch trying to do ASMR. She's trying to be like, oh, and you're just like, the fuck, y'all? The fuck? What the hell are you doing? And then another dude, he's like 90, trying to sell me on Betty. And he's like, oh, it's Betty, hands down. You're like, what? Bro, you look like you barely can keep your job together. You shouldn't be gambling. Sorry, this shit gets underneath my skin. And as I started to get older, and you know, people are just like, man, like, sometimes you get really passionate, it can be really funny. I was like, yeah, I know, I like to rant every now and then. My dad used to get a kick out of it. And you know, even my brother said, it was like, you know, it's half decent content sometimes. Like, you can be pretty fucking funny when you do it. You should really lean into it. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's what I'll use the channel for. I'll fucking lean into these topics. I'll fucking call you out and call you a dingus. Ain't got no problem doing that. You're a fucking dingus, man. Put the fucking phone down. You wanna play games? Get fucking play World of Warcraft. $14, $14.99 a month. Get all the fucking gambling sensation you need. You don't think so? Look at that. Completed a quest. Boom. Flashing lights on the fucking screen. You want another one? Complete a quest. I get more gold. Boom. Flashing lights on the fucking screen. You know, I get another one. Oh, boom. Another one. In your ears. Flashing lights on the screen. Blah. You know, like, and you fucking gambling. And I'm the fucking nerd. You know what? I'd rather be a nerd than a degenerate gambler. How about that?
This will draw
I pay
attention, so keep the
$14.99 and
guards
I
busy.
actually still manage to keep a house and all that shit.
I need to get this.
I used to have to deal with some fucked up shit, bro. I get called a lot of things when I was a quote unquote nerd. Okay? And that's like 100%. I would get called a nerd and be made fun of for liking this stuff. And now y'all are the cool kids.
It's too far away.
When people sit there and they talk about how hard they may have had it and stuff like that, I always sit there and I stay humble, okay? Because being a nerd was not easy where I was. But I'm not, I repeat, I am not going to harp on it. You wanna know why? Because of the person who I am today. Trust me, my hard times, people treating me like garbage, made me the better man. Made me what it realizes when I'm 42 years old, not to fucking pick on somebody because they like something. You like something?
Another room
I am
down.
so happy.
Wind Mother.
I am so happy you found something that you can just dedicate yourself to. I hope it's super nerdy. I hope nobody understands it but you, and I hope because of that you revel in it, and it's everything you could ever want, because you found something that some people could never find and may never find. Okay? And that's happiness. I love being a nerd. I love my MMOs. I love my video games. I love my movies. You know, I don't have a girlfriend, a wife, kids, stuff like that. Would I have wanted one growing up? Or do I want one when I was growing up? Yes. What person wouldn't? However, my life did not go that way, and I accept it this way. And I like it, and I'm happy.
Away from... Do not...
You know, people need to realize that's
for a mystic of the Maruk.
that's possible.
Oh, Nara!
So, you know, I'm down with that. I'm down with all your nerdy stuff. I'm down with all your like not nerdy stuff. You know, like share that shit with me. Tell me what's up. Tell me all your cool shit. You know, I might get into that shit
You
type
were
thing,
awake.
right? Like
I am glad to see you are okay.
that was pretty cool though. Eh? They yucked me right off a cliff. Ooh, critical strike. Sweet.
Quickly, you must tell the Kanamatra all that has happened.
All right, Centaur dude, I'll help you out. Just gotta hold on a minute, all right? All right, so well, I just gotta. Oh, we went up a level. Did my professions go up? What did I get? Oh, went to level 25. What is that? Now I can take some of the, yeah, herbalism knowledge goes up. Yeah, these things, because you gotta get it till the 25 before you can start using them. Okay, so I can sell that. That's mining. So we're gonna move all this stuff that's for like the mining and whatnot. No, 61, no. Oh, it's another one of those bots. That's the, it'll help me repair. Shrinks the caster. Okay, more dragon mining thing. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so all the stuff that's got the level restrictions, we're gonna move into a little group here. We're gonna group everything up. We gotta do that. So level restriction stuff goes here. equipment goes over here to be sold. Useful stuff will go above the bags. I know this seems tedious, but it'll help keep my anxiety low. And yes, I do still have anxiety. I unfortunately, so from what my therapist has said, because I've had anxiety for so long, it's going to take a while for me to be able to get rid of it completely, obviously. It's just the way it is. So I have to be very mindful of the things that I do and that I don't do, and that, you know, because if I don't be mindful of it now and make sure that I can identify what triggers me and be able to keep it controlled somewhat, I risk later not being able to control it at all. And for me to lose control after fighting for so long, to get it back and to find that, you know, like there was nothing really kind of wrong with me, it was just chemical imbalance and I had to deal with it. And now that I have a way to fix that, it's just kind of like I don't ever want to go back to what I was. So when I do stuff like that, there's literally an actual point behind this, and it's just to help me be able to figure out what is what. So like all this type of stuff is like, I know this is all garbage. So I kind of keep it all in a little spot together. Alright, I think that should do it. That'll make me feel better now. Oops. Alright, we got one in each, so we'll definitely do that. Definitely do that. There we go. That was easy enough. Okay. Alright. Take off. So, once we get done around the entirety of the map, I'll do the instance. We'll go for the quests first. I'm pretty sure we're pretty close. Yeah. So do I have a new title? Oh, no. The blind fury of the Iron Guard. That's what his new title will be.
Welcome back to Morokai. What news?
Oh, you don't want to know.
What will you ask of the Kanamatra?
Rebels captured O'Hara and have allied with Cliff.
Even outnumbered, and without Onara, we will fight on. We cannot surrender to Balor, and we will not bow to his primalist masters.
It's fine.
Your presence is a favorable omen.
Sorry if that sounded a little disgusting. That's my bad. I should just get a straw so you guys don't have to hear me slurping on a drink at any point in time. Your damaging attacks and abilities have a chance for an O'Hara to bless you with her winds, increasing your haste by 66. I'll take it.
Take some food for the room.
We must take a moment and pause. To pause and consider our strategy, we need Ohara's blessing to sound the horn of Blah and summon the green dragons. Without her aid, we cannot win this war. The Gundari outnumbered the other clans. And now Coraltown has captured our wind mother. We must therefore find then all of our scouts are only able to find her in time. Okay.
Onward. Ah, your clan is as motivated as ever, Sansok Khan. Enter, Tummel. The Khans eagerly await your report.
Honored
It's a big
Khans,
blue dragon.
we have spotted a war band of Nakud, headed toward the Horn of Drusor. Balakar is leading them himself.
Okay. What does that mean?
How large is the warband? We should be wary. This might be a diversion.
Enough to overwhelm the village at the base of the hill, but far from all their forces.
What of Koroleth? Have you seen her? Or Onara?
No, not yet. We are still looking for them.
We must assume the Nokud want to destroy the Horn, to prevent us from calling the Green Dragons. Sansok is correct. This may be a diversion. We cannot commit all of our forces, even if it is to defend our most sacred artifact. I will take the Khan's guard and confront Balakar myself. Tummel, outsider, you will come with me. Tigari Khan, Sansok Khan, gather your clans and prepare for battle. Once Onara has been found and the Green Dragons have been called, we will march on Nokoden Hold.
Who am I talking to? Oh, you?
Have you eaten?
The Horn of Drushai Shal is one of our most sacred relics. We must assume Balakar has abandoned our ways. He will destroy it and prevent us from calling the Green Dragons. If we have any hope of saving it, we must make haste. Since you will not keep up with us on those two legs of yours, we have prepared a mount for you. Tavian is our largest bucker and he can carry you swiftly to the Horn. Or you can take that tame drake of yours and meet us there. You mean my giant ass bird thing? Yeah, I think your dog might be a little slow, bro.
Where are your manners? Farewell.
What do I get? Oh, cool, I get that. Place a perch to beckon a nearby owner will deliver and retrieve mail. What?
Go well. Care for the land, and it will care for you. Where will the wind take you?
Hairy head.
See you soon.
I want a hairy dragon. Okay, so this trinket is... Okay, yeah, we're replacing that. But that gets rid of the little baby dragon that we had. We're not getting rid of... I like the little baby dragon. Talk to this dude. It's optional, but we're gonna do it anyways. Where'd you go? Oh, that's a big puppy. Okay, you know what? I just want to ride this thing because it's freaking huge. Hell yes. Go,
We must
doggy.
hurry. The
Oh,
horn of
what?
Dressal must be
Did-
protected
yo.
at all costs.
I thought you said
I
hurry.
don't think an outsider can really understand the gravity of the situation.
I don't think
from
you
a
guys
metro.
understand the gravity of the fact that
Then
your
I
slow
will
asses are
educate
running.
them. The horn is our most sacred.
You got
relic.
dragons flying all
Built
around you.
generations
Y'all
ago
asses
by
asked me
Kira
to
herself
fucking get on this
as a
thing. This
symbol of the
thing moves at the
friendship
speed of
between the
smell.
Maruk and the dragons.
I got a thing
Before
that
the
goes into the
dragons
fucking.
could
It's a
cross,
snot rocket compared to
ceremony
this
was
thing.
held at the site.
Might as well be
In
driving a
times
fucking
of great
Winnebago.
strife, blow the horn and we will
Fucking bust a
answer.
move. Get jiggy
the
with it. Do
dragons say.
something.
Onora
Yeah, mule?
herself
Jesus.
blessed the horn,
I can't even go anywhere.
summoning great winds
You
to
guys
blow
said that
through
this
it.
was faster.
That was the only time the horn has sounded in our great history. Though it has been centuries since the Green
Look,
Dragons left these lands.
Y'all expect
they
me to
entrusted the
believe you
Maruk with
after you
protecting
told
them.
me that this was a fast mode
I
of
have to
transportation.
believe that the dragons will still honor
I
our
could have
pact
got
of
out
friendship
and
and come to
ran
our aid
on
when
my
we sound
two
the
legs
horn.
that you called slow
But that
faster
pact
than this.
and our entire way of life is now threatened by that fool Balakar and his selfish bid for
That was
power.
some straight up bigotry. That's what
Let
that
us
was.
hope the Tirade
They
will
thought that
guard the horn
a
has
two-legged
held out.
human being could not run as fast as their four-legged ass. Let me off this big friggin' hairball.
Well met. May your ancestors guide you well. Fair Consguard, I am entering the village with the outsider. Stay and defend
Give me
this
that thing.
position as we
I had
advance.
to ride that big
This is
hairball. Give me
nowhere
what you're
near the
carrying
full
now.
forces of Clan Noku.
Hey. You're not even gonna help. You're gonna pretend you're helping. Yeah, exactly. Scout my ass. We're gonna do all the fighting.
I need to get closer.
Trust me, you don't. Just swing your weapon harder next time.
I'm out of range.
No, you're not. Jump.
I don't have the target.
I'm forward to seeing this guy not to hit me while I absolutely all of them. What's this? Oh, you're a survivor? Do I have to help these guys up? Is that what I gotta do? Get your ass up and do something. Just stand there, do stuff. Gotta do this all myself.
I need to get closer.
Roll out. Roll out. Roll out.
You are
Who are you?
welcome at my fire.
Where are you?
Out of range.
Greetings.
Hello.
Come back
Hello.
in one piece.
Okay. I'll try.
It's too far away.
Oop. That's the wrong way, numbnuts. Okay, so I might as well just start pressing 2 from now on. I just keep forgetting.
I need a target.
Aw, what are you doing going after him? I was the one who charged that, you jerk. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch these two. And that. And That's how I'm gonna do it now. So I go like this.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
There.
I need a target. It's too far away. I don't have a
The
target.
daughters of Tira smile on you.
I'm out of range.
We have saved who we can. We must get through Balakar's lieutenant, Kharid, to reach the horn.
Come and try it, little Kana Matra! The Primalists have made me strong!
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
Wait, what is that up ahead? It is Onara. Greetings. Farewell.
Nice.
Take some food for the road.
So goes on. Put that. Mysterious ram braces. Goes on. Satchel. Mysterious signet. Ring. Haste and mastery. Go. 80 for the strike ability. Yep. Alright, we're starting to mosey on up there as far as gear goes. Should start seeing moderate increases in DPS soon. Cool. I like the fact that they've got these cinematics. They're a lot better. Like, it makes the game feel more involved, I guess would be the best way. Like this. So, like I said, I've done like this kind of full circle thing now, where I've come back to World of Warcraft when it was my, very first time playing World of Warcraft almost. Like, I don't know any of what's really gone on. I forget a lot of what's has
The
gone
Emerald
on.
Gardens will fall.
You know, most of this stuff is new to me, and it's fucking awesome. Like, I don't understand why some people said, you know, WoW is at a
Daughters of
down
Dira
point, but
smile
I
on
think
me.
these are people who have been dedicated for too long. There is such thing called, I guess it would be kind of like genre, or like, you know, like you're invested in something so much. Your expectations, especially if they've been met at a consistent basis, if things don't continuously rise, because that's what you're always looking for. You're never really looking for like this just continuous good feeling. 90% of the time, I would think. I don't know. Like, this is all just guesses. I haven't looked at it. I don't know facts. But I'm saying about, if I was to assume, with my years of experience, there is no professional knowledge, but I am saying I've had 30 plus years playing video games. I was playing since I was very, very, very young. Born back in '83. So, like, the birth of gaming, I grew up with. Based on all of that is that the progression of gaming has always kind of been boom, 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 boom. At one point in time, we were doing leaps and bounds from, like, I would say from Super Nintendo to about the PlayStation 2 and 3 eras. You are looking at a very significant tech increase within 10 years. You're going from 2D flat images to very, not super high, but high rendered 3D imagery based in 3D universes. So it's no longer flat plane. Now you're talking the entire plane. So you're talking parts of now what can be considered reality. Because there are various things in reality that start to take shape. And over the years, people don't see that much because the technology kind of crescendos to a point where it's no longer progression so much as it's detail. And unless you see distinctively that detail progression, like if you were in World of Warcraft from beginning to now, I'm almost guarantee you wouldn't see a significance the way I see it, having quit back when it was still, you know, like Arthas and the Frozen Throne, having briefly come back for the Battle of Aldersroth, which, again, it was only a small technical jump, to now, where my rig can run this thing at its max settings, and its max settings are leaps and bounds what I was when I first left. So like I said, it may be a full circle back to where I began, but where this game was, which would be right here, and where it is now, which would be up here as far as graphics settings, is I can notice that. So this game once again becomes fresh, but because it's so familiar, it makes it that much better. And that's why I say is you have to take these breaks from your favorites if you want to keep them as your favorites. You can ask my buddy, I don't want to use his name because I try and keep things, but he's an awesome guy, best friend on the planet. He takes breaks from Skyrim and Fallout and all these games, but he's always able to go back. If you were to look at how much time he's put into games like this, he's put hundreds. And if you'd ask him between like the various versions of Skyrims, it's thousands upon thousands. I mean, even myself, I put up hundreds, but he's put up thousands. And people are like, how is he able to do that? It's like the same game over and over again. Because he takes breaks. He goes and he plays other games, but he goes back to his favorites, and he's loyally to his favorites because he gives them enough time to become fresh again to him. And when you manage to do that, you don't drown yourself in one singular thing. You know, you're not doing the FOMO. You're not playing Call of Duty every fucking year. You know, you're not playing NBA every fucking year. You're not playing FIFA every fucking, you're giving yourself that break, that, and you go and you play something else. Because there's so many games out there, I don't think the mainstream has really understood why nerds like so much way back in the days. Because there was something for everybody, and there always is. That's what mainstream still doesn't get. You don't have to dedicate yourself to one thing. You can enjoy a plethora of things. If you're a sports guy and you like fantasy movies, I guarantee you like fantasy games. If you're a combat sports guy and you like mystery, try Batman games. I guarantee you like them because it's combat and mystery. You get to be a detective. Like, there's stuff out there that tailors to a person and what they like, and it can mix in these things properly. This guy experienced them. You got to be willing to do stuff that you're not ready to do.
Was that the Hornet or so?
That's kind of what being a gamer is. It's like exploring shit. Like,
yes, Coraleth forced Onara to
one map,
Balakar. He blew the horn to lure the
one
dragons
zone,
into a trap. Tomo, return
the
to
planet.
Marakai and inform
These
the
are
Khans.
all places I can visit. That's why an MMO can be almost everything I want. Now, it's not a sports game. I can tell you that. There are types of sports in here that you play, like combat and arena. You know, racing around on your mount. Another thing. You know?
You can reach the
For me,
quickly
that's
by
kind of
from a
why
high point nearby.
MMOs were so appealing.
Go with haste.
Is there's so much to do in them? It's, and you know, some people say, well, you invested in an MMO, it's kind of like another life. Yeah, and that's why parents sometimes don't get it unless their significant other is into it as well, because then they can spend time together in the world and they both enjoy it. And in which most people would sit there and they would like point and make fun of it and be like, all right, so I want to understand something. You and your husband go out, you do this arts and craft, blah blah blah, whatever, every night or 2 or 3 nights out of the week. I have friends who have girlfriends or wife and kids and whatnot online, and they spend time together online, wife and husband, stuff like that. What's the difference? Oh, you're on a computer. What's the difference? You're connecting through a medium that has become so popular and so inundated.
We cannot lose anymore.
Think about it. Okay, guys, like we expand our minds to accept everything, okay? But we can't accept simple things like it may seem so different to me,
the death of your brethren saddens our hearts as much as the death of our
but it
own
might mean
kind.
something to somebody else. And in that,
Balakar
I'm just
did
gonna
this.
leave it, not really
Balakar
criticize
and his
it.
clan, the Nokud.
And I think
They have
that
shown
is
their
one thing that
weakness
people
and their
haven't
cowardice
really
by working with the
understood
primalists.
about the previous generation
hope
is
to
that
resolve
although
our
we didn't
civil
understand things, we
but
never
now
really
I
ever
see
tried
there
to
is
force
only
things.
one path forward. We
Not
must
always did we
vanquish
respect
them.
each other's boundaries, but we respected them more than we do now. One of the big things that I have a problem with these days is normally what I call my 3-foot bubble. When I'm out in the world, I have a 3-foot bubble. I ask that people give me that space, because when you enter into that space, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like you're not giving me the respect of my own personal space in which I can operate freely and not feel like I'm, you know, stuffed in a box. And I don't feel like that's really a priority anymore. And it's starting to bug me because I don't even hear people complaining. And it's like, you people wonder why you're uncomfortable. I'm not pointing, but like, wonder why you're uncomfortable. Out in the world, ask yourself how many times your personal space has been violated. And if you can say and actually pinpoint when these moments are, it might be because that's becoming the norm in a society in which you grew up where that wasn't the norm. You know what I mean? I hope that doesn't come across too cryptic, because I'm just trying to say is that personally myself, I feel like I'm not getting that sensation of personal space. You know, that's why when people say, you know, like, why do you go home and hang out at home and you seem like you're more comfortable when you're at home? Because I feel like my personal space is very well guarded here, and I don't feel like I will be invaded.
Dragon Killer Ballista is the key to their victory.
I'm out in the world, most of the time it feels like somebody might try and jump in my personal space.
Are relentless.
I don't like, my family gets it, my buddies gets it, big time. I am always given my personal space because I understand that's one of my anxiety triggers. And that's because when it comes to theirs, which I know I have, I know I set off a lot of people's triggers, believe it or not, because of how honest I am and how off-putting I can be. Normally, you know, like, instead of getting these like soft faces, you always get like, if I don't get or I don't understand, or I'll give you a look and I'll be like, wow, he's just totally doesn't, you know, he's not vibing with it one bit. You know, it's almost kind of rude. And it's funny because I was never like that before. I was usually normally very polite. I was very soft in my facial expressions, and they never really tried to make a person feel off. So in that respect, I'm still learning to be a little bit softer in my approach, especially with people, because I myself didn't get a soft approach, but now I don't feel like I should be giving one back, which isn't right. And I do admit to that. You know, like, you have to understand that although you do change and you want to be more a hard ass towards people, you still have to be cordial. I knew I'd remember what that word is. You have to be cordial with each other. See? Education. You just gotta sometimes apply it. It's been a long time since I've used this. Are you kidding me? I get this one instead of the Proto Drake? Thank God. I hate this, the look of the Proto Drake. I don't like his dinky little arms. I wanted something better. I am so happy that's, well, wow. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for making it end. No more Proto Drakes. They are a big mistake. They look so dorky and they suck. No more Proto Drakes. No more Proto Drakes. They're fake dragons. They don't count. They suck and they have a small snout. You like my song? I just made it up. It was actually kind of good. I gotta give myself props on that one. And you know why?
And his name is John C.
How good is my timing when I do stuff like that, right? Hi, big dragon lady. You heard the human. To battle dragons, do your flight proud. Hell yeah. Go fuck them up. What's this? Thunderous roar. Roar explosively, dealing 4,456 physical damage to enemies within 12 yards and cause them to bleed for 6,415 physical damage over 8 seconds. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Fuck yes. My homie is a beast. Wow, that was well placed. Who did that? That was you? High five, buddy. Here, come here for a minute. High five. I just gave the dragon a high five. It even says so on my screen. I'm recording that shit. I got the instant replay on top of a stream. Boom. Cause that's how fucking lit I am. He records on top of a stream. The man is a machine. Where's the guard captain? Hello. Oh shit, you big son of a bitch.
Aspects watch over you.
Bye. Have a good time. I'll see you around. Don't go too far away. Some call me Bugcatcher. Some call me the Space Cowboy. Some call me the Gangster Love. Some people call me Maurice. Woo! It's a speed on the puppetus of love. Come here. Kick his ass. Get him. Get down here. I'm gonna kick the crap out of him. Get him. Get him, Jerry.
I don't have a target.
Cool. That's actually awesome. He actually barrels into him with his shoulder now. This game's actually pretty dope now. I gotta get it to him. I mean, it's like I said, it's not for everybody. No MMO will appeal to everybody. In fact, MMOs in themselves, I don't want to call them niche because they're just too widely known in the general aspect. Like just, I mean, there's nobody on the planet that doesn't know at least one MMO. I mean, and 9 times out of 10 it's probably World of Warcraft. If you're safe, like World of Warcraft, they'd be like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I would say, even among that, most people have at least given a somewhat look into it if they know about it and if they own even a bare minimum console. I would say that would be a safe bet. If you play video games, you've had a run-in with an MMO at some point in time. Now, I want to say, from a true blue nerd to you, if you had a bad experience, I am sorry, because there is still a chance for you out there to find one that will connect with you and you'll be able to play it, and I really do hope you find it.
Your dreams.
And the only reason why I say this, I know it sounds weird, but ability, Winds of the Isles. You can now detect and utilize gale winds that redirect your flight and propel you onward, boosting your speed and for gliding.
May your dreams be peaceful.
You just need to find out what it is now, like stuff like Destiny. I know a lot of people are thinking about Marathon. I'm gonna tell you, unless you're into stuff kind of like Tarkov, don't get into that one. Just don't. Not really worth it. Not worth your time. It's gonna be very aggravating for you. Stick to Destiny 2, even though it's a steaming pile of garbage these days.
Is it time to go already?
And the only reason why I say that is because a lot of the heart that went into that game left. Okay. There's a point in time where, sorry, I had a little, but okay, there it is. Ooh. There was a point in time where Destiny 2, or even just Destiny, I mean, when it was first, its iteration was great. Even the second iteration was pretty damn good. But it fell off a lot, like a lot, and I tell people, I'm like, it's kind of not worth it anymore, to be honest. People are like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. What the hell? This is a proto Drake. These things suck. I mean, it's better than the other one, though. I just don't like the fact that this thing doesn't have 4 legs. These things look like frogs. Gotta ride these dinky looking things. Look at it. Does this look like something that's really all that intimidating when it doesn't even have, like, actual arms? It's a wyvern, not a fucking dragon. Oh, ducklings. What? Where the... What? Ducky! Duckies! Oh, more duckies! Ducky! Look at him! Oh my god! His name's Bits. Who are you? Oh, I got ducks following me. Look at all the ducks! Ducks. Oh, duck. There's a duck. Go get the duck. Get back here, duck. Frank, get the duck. No, get back here. Hey, duck. Where are you going? What are you doing? Where? Get your ass down here. It's dead. Now get down here. All right, fine. Are you done? Wait, what? You didn't. You can't feed the duck. You little jerk. Okay, now can I come back and feed the last duck? Or do I gotta start all over again? Oh, you're a jerk, pilot. It's all your fault, pilot. Where's the quest? Can I herd the ducks again? Pilot, you're first. Come here. Yeah, jerk. Now you three, don't do it. And you, come here, Bits. And you, Jet. It was harder than most bosses in other MMOs. Freaking ducks. Little baby ducks. That was the problem. Baby duck problem. It's like trying to herd cats. Others call me the duck herder, but I am the hero of I get a duck. They gave me my own duck. I gotta. Is that you, duck? Oh, I gotta. Oh, okay. I gotta. How do I make him throw up? Do I punch him in the gut? What happened? This is sus. What? They gave me a duck. I don't care. Where's my duck? I want my duck. Where's my duck? Where's my duck? Where's my duck? Where's my duck? Nope, your name's not Pilot. Frank. My buddy's gotta see this. He's gonna die laughing. I drew a blue duck because I always wanted a blue duck and I didn't know what a blue duck liked, so I got a blue duck. He's gonna fucking die. Everybody's gonna die laughing when they see this. Hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta pull back. That's the sleepy duck. It's a sleepy duck. I have a blue duck. Wait, what's over here? What are these? What are these tornadoes? Oh, okay, never mind.
My hearth awaits you.
A report? Ha! Our report is that the rear flank is secure. You stand amidst the carnage that secured our victory.
Okay, cool. Calm down. Oh, you want to throw down? Not exactly your greatest idea. I mean, the green drake does look like Velocidrake, I guess that's something they want me to call it. Looks better than the red proto drake. That's only because he has antlers. And he looks more like a little goblin. Like that looks like a goblin head.
That keeps anyone from approaching.
I want a dragon. Can I get a dragon?
Or the island's defenses will fall.
I guess. Okay, what about the other dude? Well, that doesn't sound too good.
What news do you bring outside? Become the eagle. The Primalists have not only enhanced the Nokud's abilities, but also joined their ranks. Look at the size of those stormbound colossi. This does not bode well for us. That portal must lead to where the Primalist reinforcements await. I wonder if slaying those summoners would disrupt it. Perhaps it would collapse. Quickly,
Okay.
Aurora. Return before they see you. No!
Oh, that's no good.
Return to the wings of our blessed child of
Ovara of Onara.
Onward.
Hello, champion. Do you see? Those pylons empower Correlate's destructive power.
That's bad,
We
right?
cannot stop her. She will destroy the pillar, and the ward that protects the ancient bow will fall.
That's also bad, right?
You are welcome at my fire. Good luck.
Well, maybe.
Tell me of your dreams. Rest well.
Combat time.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
That thing is devastating. Oh, jagged owl supplies, eh? That sounds good.
It's too far away.
We're winning! So nobody's gonna touch this other than me. Everyone else is just gonna stand there? What the hell's wrong with y'all? Just absolute lawnmower at this point in time. Ba, 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 ba.
The last ballista is down. Now the green dragonflight can take to the skies and join the battle.
Said I wonder, I wonder who wrote the book of love. Okay, what's going on here with the you know what? We're just gonna stop the music. And we're gonna go options. Music. We're just gonna turn it down. It's the only thing we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll like make it barely even noticeable most of the time, just because, like, I'm sorry, but like I can barely even tell that my background music was even playing. I mean, I guess I'm actually, it's funny because, and I gotta be perfectly honest, normally when it's Twitch, like I'm never really chatty when playing, but I guess because it's YouTube and it's a whole different audience, and I got that relaxed feeling. Anxiety's not there. I don't feel like I have to be like crazily focused the entire time. Kinda nice, to be honest. It's nice to be a little relaxed. It feels good. I don't know what kind of content it creates for. It might be a little all over the place. I'm enjoying it. Okay, Ravager is definitely making a push to the front. Ah. This is getting nuts. There is like, Lucky was like nailed it on the head. This game gives you too many of these things. Just way too many. Too many skills. Ow. I guess that's not an option. I'm trying to get to him as quickly as possible. It's a bonus objective. There he is. Yeah, okay, he's by himself.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
What is that? Two-hand staff. Wow, do I feel like I got... What? Seriously. I can use a staff?
Bruh.
Some... It actually works. My bro is beating down somebody with a staff in one hand and a pole arm in the other. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to do or say anymore. Homie is beating down on somebody with a staff and a pole arm. What do you say to that? Whoops. Okay, where are these warmongers at? There he is.
Well met. Come back in one piece. Follow the wind.
Alright, what are we doing? First... Oh, we gotta do some destination stuff. Let's go over here.
Your presence is a favorable omen. Come back in one piece. May your ancestors guide you well.
Place them near. Where? Where though? Hello? Where do we place them? You people suck. Oh, I couldn't see it because it was blocked by this again.
Well done.
That's happened too many times.
There it is.
I need to get closer.
Do I know you? No, but there you are.
I'm out of range. Too far away.
Good. I will take it from here.
D6. Jesus Christ, just flying through all this now. Oh, nice. Takes 45 seconds off of the thunderous roar. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it cooks now.
You are welcome at my fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Whee! Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Have you eaten? Farewell. Onward.
Alright, let's go kill Robo, bitch. Yo, considering how this game plays sometimes, I was really surprised that I didn't start hearing Tristram music at one point in time.
Insolent worm! The storm consumes all! No! I will not be defeated! Give me your strength, beast!
You've accomplished. Once I've dealt with you, nothing will stand between us and the dream. No! I have failed. The dream must be ours.
Welcome.
We up out of here! Blast it off, bitches.
Have been dealt with. Our forces will make quick work of any foolish enough to linger. Without
Oh, I got
our
lucky.
allies, we could not have achieved this victory.
Nice lazy boy chair here. I gotta get
Summoning their
refinished.
leaders to an audience.
Lucky enough,
She
I
asked
had a little
for you as well, my friend.
left from previously.
This day, you have proven yourself to the Green Dragonflight. It is a deed of kindness and sacrifice my people will not soon forget.
You're welcome.
Against hatred and chaos, the greatest weapon we wield is fellowship. So come, friends. Join me under the ancient bough.
What would you ask of me? May your dreams be peaceful.
Boink.
Hello, champion. Read from the hunters who value skill above all, a rite of passage, a first. From the mystics who commune with the wind, her lightest touch, a lift.
Yes, that makes...
From the descendants of the matriarch, a drop of unbroken progeny, an ancient line, unforgotten.
Here you go.
Tell me of your dreams. This spear is proof of your skill. I accept this offering.
An eagle feather.
As all Ohuna are the offspring of Onara, this feather should suffice.
That's to represent them as a whole, right?
Hello, champion.
Here's a feather lifted upon the wind.
Onara's spirit blesses us all. I accept your offering.
And now, you. Reverse.
That does not make sense to me. Perhaps something else?
Huh? Blood?
A bloodline. I have an idea. Here, take this.
I have no idea what this is.
What would you ask of me?
Here's for the unraveling age of the flames here. Of the centaur Terra.
I remember Tira well. You are so much like her. I accept your offering.
Ooh. What's this? Oh. Hey, this is yours.
Greetings.
Take this gift to the centaur's clan. What?
I, the Kanamatra Serist, accept this gift to honor the ancient oath made by our most sacred ancestor. All centaur under Onara's wings will aid the green dragonflight in times of need.
And I, Marithra, daughter of Ysera, accept this gift to honor my oath to your ancestor Tira. Together, dragons and centaur will protect the Onaran plains.
Should the dream be threatened again, know that the Maruk will fight beside you.
The bond that united us in ages past has been renewed. Let this oath stone serve as a symbol of our covenant. I vow to protect the Emerald Dream and the Green Dragonflight with my life.
Whoa. See, this is what I mean. Like, they kind of went all out. This is pretty dope. You know, like, we're not talking fucking, like, Pixar level of fucking detail, but we're still talking enough to keep your guy immersed and, you know, like, this is an operating world.
Tell me of your dreams.
Let's see, that was Batman.
Is it time to go already?
Ooh, it upgraded. Meet Mr. was at the Fork River crossing.
Rest well.
Oh, we might be done with this area, which would mean that we are going on to the instance,
Your
which would be awesome.
is a favorable omen.
Yep. Yeah, looks like that's what it is, because that would be... Yeah, they all want me to go in there. So that's another quest in there that I'll be able to do. Onslaught. Really attack an enemy. Oh. Generate more rage. Always generate more rage. We'll get that later. Always be raging when it comes to that. Ah, yeah, we will be going there. So it is very much instance time. How long did that take? 2 hours and 18 minutes. It wasn't even like we tried to breeze through this either. We missed some spots. We didn't get up around here either. What about scenarios? So complete the fall. Okay, so we did do the storyline for the entirety of thing, because yeah, complete the following storyline. Okay, so these are the main things that I'm worried about right now. As far as 100% completion, no. Want to make sure that we're following along the story so I have an idea of where we are, because when I was watching the lore video, I got up to Dragonflight and then I stopped because Lucky Ghost said this is one of the better returning player stories to get back into. It's when they started introducing a lot more stuff, and it'll allow me to grow a character, understand the character, and by the time I get to the end game content, because you know, like, I wasn't even ready for this level yet. I'm still breezing through it, but because of how I do it, I'm pretty sure by the time I get to the end parts of War Within, I'll be at high enough level to actually enjoy that. So, I mean, at least I think that's the idea, and that's only given that after these 30 days of me playing this, I'll actually enjoy that. We know that's good. So I can say almost unequivocally that I would say yes, I'm probably going to continue on the simple fact we've already done that one. I guess this is this one. Average wait time's 2 minutes, so we are at around a good time. So around the 3-hour mark, we'll be up at around 1-ish. I'm going to probably call it. Hopefully, what I want to get the instance done, and then get to the main hub of this area. And hopefully find the teleport back to Azeroth so I can go into Goldshire and get fishing, so I can get the fishing for here. because I know how to get fishing just generally, and I just don't want to go any place in this area where I'm not comfortable. I just need a healer and we're good to go. I do like this gear. It's pretty cool looking gear. Wow, 3 minutes. Oh, we lost our tank. That's so cool. Now we get the healer and we don't have a tank.
Bruh.
Now the healer's not queuing up.
Good, you are here. I welcome Onora's rage. When the winds are still, I will suspect the worst. The Tirai, Shikar, and Onir clans must rally to free her and defeat Balakar Khan. Do what—
I can spare no hunters for the Kanamatra now. The proto-dragon Granith was nearly in our grasp when Balakar's warriors ambushed us. We must retake our weapons of war and drive the Nokud back. When Granith's blood soaks the ground, our purposes can align.
need to get closer.
Where the hell did this guy go? This guys did nothing. What is going on?
Well done.
Why am I almost dead?
2 more remain.
What is this person? Where are they? What is this person doing? Where are they?
I need to get closer.
Like, what are you doing, buddy?
I need a target.
Let fly!
He goes running into this mob and can't, like, come on, man. This guy can barely keep aggro. Where'd he go?
I'm out of range.
Where is this guy?
It's too far away.
Where the hell? Buddy, where are you going?
I'm out of range.
Focus fire!
What is this, like, what is this guy doing? He's effectively doing nothing. Do you know what a tank is? At all? Like, this is a joke.
It's too far away.
The battle has turned. The weapons are ours.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop moving. Where? Are you done moving? Like, holy fuck.
Out of range. It's too far away. Target.
Like, this guy is garbage. No way, no how do I want any part of this. This guy is absolute trash. He doesn't mark anything, doesn't do it, like, wow.
Can you stand against my might?
Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. You are horrible.
The Shikar will hunt Balakar down at Nokudan Hold.
Oh my god, I gotta go 3 more of this shit. He doesn't even know where he's going. This guy's horrible. This guy right here, this one right here, just trash. Sorry, no marks, no direction, running off in directions before a fucking group is even taken down. He runs off. This guy makes me want to cry. Like, why do you take on...
Their primalist allies have placed totems that protect this raging tempest. Find them and destroy them.
Being a tank, like, look at him. He's over there. Doesn't tell anyone. He just goes over. Like, you don't wait for anyone. Like, this, come on, man. Like, do you know what the role of a tank is? You are essentially the leader. If you're not ready to be a leader, don't be a tank. 100%. Full stop. No joke. Not even kidding.
Continue your work.
Like, and then he just blasts off. Like, come on, dude. You're dumb as hell. You have no idea what's going on here. Like, I don't even want to fight because I don't know where you are. Like, where is this guy? Where is he? I don't. I'm not even bothering touching down until he's got a fucking aggro, because I'm not pulling it away from him because he can't hold it. It's just flat up how it is. This guy just can't hold the aggro, so you gotta let him generate it. Where the hell is this guy?
The final totem crumbles. Now take down the avatar of the storm.
I'm out of range.
Finally, some cohesiveness. Before it just wasn't happening. Sorry, I'm reading stuff right now. Trying to figure out what to expect. Because apparently I'm not gonna get it from this guy. That's the one thing. When I do cross over to be tank, my first thing will be any instance that I join. First things first, I'm getting educated on how to run it.
I will stomp on your grave. I cannot face my ancestors.
I will stomp on your grave. I cannot face my ancestors. I will stomp on your grave. I cannot face my ancestors.
It's too far away.
Raise me again.
Necromancers? On our sacred grounds?
This is what you shall pay for this blasphemy with your lives. Flee before me!
I'm out of room.
This is the end, defilers.
Peace at last.
Protect my children. Balakar Khan is beyond mercy. Clan Tirai will join our Khan.
Whatevs. Better. Okay, at the beginning, very, very rough. I always try and make sure to have this as like the thing. Tanks lead. Healers are the support, generally second most experienced person, but the tanks lead. They have experience, they have knowledge, they're the ones who are like, this is what we do, this is where we're going. You know, like, they gotta lead from the front. That's why they always say tanks. You're welcome.
It's too far away.
When it becomes my time to tank, you'll understand what I mean. Not yet. Nowhere near close. Nowhere near close, man. I'm not that good. I named myself Blind Fury for a reason. I pretty much rake my face across the keyboard half the time. Hope to God I don't die. And as you can see, most of the time, it doesn't really work out that way. In fact, I'm pretty sure the going rate's about 50-50.
I need a target.
Just so you know, yes, I actually do know that it's buzzing and that's not a good thing.
Will bring forth a mighty greatness awaits us.
closer. Target.
Your skulls will
Booger
smash
bar.
underneath my hooves. Slash and skewer. The Eagle Mother will not gift me power. I will take it.
No, you won't.
This land is our birthright. Thunder and lightning. The true power of Nara. Hear my wrath! Ancestors forgive me.
Oh yeah. All right, is that everything? Taking care of everything we have. Okay. So, I think that's this one that I have to finish. Okay. I gotta place it now that I've got it. Which makes sense. I think that's it though. Like, we have now, again, we've done everything in this area of the map, which is, again, awesome, guys. Like, okay, so, truth be told, I do have 2 videos, that will be coming out next little bit. It's my first 2 times, like, 2 levels, 2 chapters of the new Doom game. They're uncut and raw, same deal. So, before I continue, because we're here on the stream and because this is one of the first things that most people actually see, everything that I'm going to post as videos will just be me recording, and you'll either have just the camera or just my voice, or like just my camera and voice or just my voice, and it will never have anything to do with sort of AI involved in it, so you'll always be able to tell it's really kind of uncut, raw, and that way there are going to be flaws. Like, I'm gonna screw up and you guys are gonna be like, yeah, y'all like outtake stuff like that. But the idea behind me doing this is that I have seen way too much AI on YouTube, and it's getting to the point where it's actually starting to annoy me. And the reason why it's annoying me is because these are people taking the easy road towards something that I believe you should be working for properly. It's just the way human beings are. And by removing a lot of the work that a human being puts into it, you are taking away from people who actually do these jobs. So, as great as these things are, there's a lot of people misusing them, and because of that, I do believe that regulation needs to start being put in place. Humans just can't be trusted to use this stuff. It's already showing up everywhere. So, that's another thing. Just wanted to say. Thunderous words. Increase the duration of Lord Bleed effect by 2 seconds from bleed effect. Those enemies take incremental damage from all your bleeds. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. So I gotta go in here and put the bow down, I'm guessing. Put your bow down. No problem. And spear. Yes, no problem. All right, now it's ready to turn in. I was wondering. Wait a minute. All right. I think I'm about to get like a full suit of dragon stuff.
Be welcome. Goodbye. Feed your blind spots.
Depending. Where is it? Can't see it. Ah. This is insane.
Well, look at you. Goodbye.
Wow. Alright, last one. Then we can get the hell out of this map. But unfortunately, guys, that will be the end for the stream. I know, womp womp, but I did say 3 hours, and we're at 2 hours and 51 minutes, and we did get through the instance. So I will have you know, I will record bits and pieces, mainly highlights, if I do find anything throughout that you guys might like, and I will post them up as probably shorts throughout the next little while. I'm not 100% sure when my next stream will actually be, because one of the reasons why I decided to come to YouTube is I can leave these things up almost indefinitely, and people can just come by and see them whenever. I just know that some people come by and see the streams, and I don't have to, I'm not obligated to stream more or less and to keep my viewership up. Most of the subscribers, you know, they tend to be like family and friends, and the people who I would show this to would be family and friends, so I don't have this crazy desire to just throw content up constantly and constantly push it out, which allows me to deliver this content in a manner which is much more relaxed and much more engaging for you guys, because I would like to think, at least for the majority of this, other than when I was in the instance, because obviously Knucklehead over there was deciding not to be the most courageous of people. However, I will say, nearing the end, absolute just whiz on that one. We all kind of blew through it. I think there was a rocky beginning, just given none of us really had an idea of what was going on. Doesn't really matter either one way or the other. But yeah, so let's finish this up, guys, and then so I get to choose my reward bead. I already got the shoulders. We just got something like that. I could use this to get rid of the bag of biscuits. Yeah, I want that one.
Take some food for the room.
So I will probably get beyond level 60 by the next time I stream or put up anything. I want people to understand that like I'm literally pushing to get higher and higher and higher, enjoy this game as I go. I am having an absolute time of my life playing this game. Yeah, I am so glad I managed to come back and actually enjoy it in a manner. So when I was first playing this game, I was always I'm not gonna say teased, but most people would critique it, and it didn't make me feel good. And I hate to say that, that's just the way people were when this game first came out, is they didn't really understand it. Geekdom hadn't really taken off the way it did. So to be able to come back and just kind of enjoy this it's somewhat very comforting for me to know that I can finally just kind of comfortably be me and not really worry so much that I'm not the typical like conservative type guy. Like I'm very conservative in my views, wife, kid, blah 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 blah. But I like my fantasy, and I like heroic stuff. I like sci-fi stuff. Like I'm a big nerd. I'm a very grounded person as well. I like to call myself I'm not intelligent. I'm an intellect. I absorb information, I interpret it my own way, and then I put it out the other way. I'm not like a person. I'm not a parrot. Most of my stuff, and people will say, I get what you're saying. It sounds weird. I'm like, that's because I've taken all this information and I process it myself, and what comes out is my information of the interpreted information that I've gathered through all the years. So it may sound off, but just know that it comes from a place that's, like I've had the years. I'm going on 42 as of July. And it's been a very long and hard road in some instances, with just being sick and then having mental issues. But I'm glad to have finally been able to kind of sort out my thoughts and figure out where I want to go. And like I said, this channel ended up being the end of it, the end of the road, as far as at least doing the streaming and whatnot. Previous years be damned, previous stuff be damned. I do like streaming. I don't like Twitch. So here I am on YouTube. YouTube has its own demons, trust me. I know exactly what they are. You don't have to tell me. But YouTube's also more relaxed and a lot easier for me to play on and just do stuff on. So alright guys, I'm going to finish the rest of this up. I'm gonna take a little break, have some food, watch some TV. My buddy and I, we're gonna hop on a party together later and play some Doom. I am going to mute the party when I'm recording because he doesn't always like having his voice in the recordings, and that's just out of respect for him. He's made it quite clear, and I've never even asked him, and after that I've always made sure that our party chat is muted and any recording that we've ever done. It allows him to keep his anonymity and still be able to just relax and say whatever the fuck he wants. So just so you know, when I am doing these recordings and you will hear me talking to somebody, there is somebody else there. He just prefers not to have his voice on the channel. Like I said, until he tells me otherwise, I gotta respect everything that he's ever asked, because the man has been very respectful and he's very supportive, like my videos and stuff like that. So I mean, maybe one day we'll be able to get him in when we do a podcast, and I'll introduce him. But until now, just know whenever I talk about my best buddy, that's him, and he's a really stand-up guy. I mean, he's part of the reason why this channel even exists. If I didn't get the support from my one true friend, I don't think I would really have a channel or continue doing my channel. It's the thing that I keep in my life that keeps me going. Everybody needs something, and this is what I got. I love it. I don't regret having found something like this. I regret maybe parts of how I got here. But that's just part of life, and you'll grow and you'll learn, and you'll actually learn to enjoy your imperfections. So I'll leave you guys on that note. Enjoy your imperfections, because sometimes the characteristics that define you, and they're the best parts about you that you didn't even know you had, but your friends always knew were there. Damn, that was good. There you guys. I'm out of here. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic long weekend. And if you're in the United States and your long weekend is next weekend, have a great Memorial weekend. I'm sorry that Canada is so screwed up. We decided to make our May 2-4 before your May 2-4. It doesn't make sense. But then again, look at our